Hey folks, Brian Schiffer back. Got another video for you. This one is on closing. This one is one topic. This is one topic that people are so afraid of. They don't understand. They worry about pushy salesmen, not wanting to be that kind of person, not wanting to be a high pressure close. I'm going to show you a simple way that really started changing my business, and it changed the way that I looked at the closing process in network marketing in a home business. Okay, so if you back up and you see on the screen, I've done several videos in the past about the recruiting process, okay, on different aspects of it, about getting more leads, all these different things, about getting more exposures, to your tools, to your presentations, those sort of thing. What we call is always, leading them to the next exposure, how to follow up, that sort of thing. So from here, I'm going to take it that, let's say, you've taken someone to the point where they've seen several things. Let's just say your main presentation. You're hoping that they're going to give a decision, or maybe they actually came to a one-on-one meeting. Maybe they're sitting down with you. Whatever it is, this is not going to be obviously after their first exposure in most cases. Okay, so let's assume that you've also followed all the right steps up to this point. So you're sitting down and you actually are thinking, it's time for them to decide, or you'd like to see where they're at. It's actually where I want to get to. Okay, so you're sitting down with this person and you're saying, and this is the great way to measure it. And I've heard people do this two different ways. And one of the things that I really love too, before I even go into this anymore, is, I used to have this basketball coach that was he was the best coach I ever had. Great gentleman, have a lot of respect for him. And he would say, I'm not a genius. I didn't learn any of this that I'm teaching you myself. He'd give these great speeches, these great stories. He just had us all just spellbound. And he said, this isn't something that I made up. I'm not that smart. I don't have to be. But I repeated. Well, that's what works in network marketing. That's why some people have success, is they see what somebody else did and they follow it. So I learned this from somebody else. I didn't make it up myself. I know that it works. It's been proven to work. Here's why it's so great. Okay, so you take somebody through your presentation, or you've done your one-on-one, you've taken them to a live event, whatever it is. Here's next. Okay. Get them not in front of a group. You're talking to them. Say, all right, based on what you saw, on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the lowest, 10 being the highest interest, 1 the lowest, 10 the highest interest, where would you say you are right now? Get them to give you a number, okay? And if it's anything above a 1, you've got some interest, which is going to lead either to you giving them another exposure, going back over whatever it was that they were first attracted to most, whether it was a product, whether it was the money, whether it was a time freedom, whatever it was, you should remember that and go back to that, and then give them another exposure to another tool, to more about the business, to who they'd be working with, something else. But if it's higher, here's what you want to do. Okay, it's an easy 4-step process. Okay, first, I'm going to say, all right, so based on what you've seen, how much money would you need to make per month to make this worth your time? So don't just, one thing that I think we've all done in the past, or you see done a lot, is how would you like to make $10,000 a month? How would you like to make $10,000 a month, right? How would you like to make $10,000 a month? I'll show you how. No. What you want to find out is how much money they need to make per month to make it worth their time, okay? And then, second question, how many hours per week would you be willing to commit to make that, okay? How much do they need to make? How many hours are they willing to commit? Third, how many months could you commit those hours a week to try and get those results? So now you're giving them a time frame. You're helping them visualize. So much of this is visualizing something. They're thinking, okay, this is going to take a commitment. It's not going to happen overnight. It is a business. It's not so simple that they promise me the world. I'm going to have to work for this. So how many months would you be willing? And then finally, step 4 is phrase it like this. If I could show you how to make $500 a month, that's what they wanted. $500 a month, working 4 hours a week, 2 hours a week, for 3 months. These are all random numbers, obviously. Would you be ready to get started? And just leave it on the table. Just let them think about it. You've already let them visualize. And if their expectation is too high, then call them out on it. You have to. If they're expecting to make $10,000 a month and they only want to work 2 hours a week for 2 months, 1 month, you need to tell them your expectations are too high for this. That's not really realistic. And this may not be right for you. Not everything is right for everyone. But set their expectation level something that is realistic, because if you promise them too much, guess what? They're going to be disappointed. Right? Now, you may have a superstar that rocks it and exceeds that, but don't set somebody up for failure by raising that bar so high they'll never get there. They'll never give themselves a fair shot to get there. They need to know that they have to commit some effort, some time into a business. Learn some new skills, right? Okay. So guys, you can watch this again if you need to, but that 4-step process is simple, and it just walks somebody right through what they need to know. It's not a high-pressure thing. Okay? If you don't get a positive answer, again, just show them the next tool. Give them another exposure. Let them figure it out, but help them visualize what they'll have to do to have success. All right? That's it. You want more leads? You want them coming in every single day? That sort of thing, so you don't have to cold call people anymore. Yes, my free training is below, and it is awesome. So go ahead and click that link if you want. If not, I'll be back again soon. Guys, take care. This is Ron Schaefer signing out.